Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It On. Off camera, I did swap some equipment around. I gave my main character the Tanker Free Spirit, which allows him to summon that Azada that Nenio was because at Mythic Rank 2, he gets an inherent summon ability with my current Mythic path, which is summon the Azada Burlani. So I can summon two Azadas and they'll both be affected by Greater Longstrider and Good Hope. And then I gave Land the Amulet of Agile Fist +2, because a commenter was nice enough to point out that I had misread it last episode. I had read it as if both sentences were combined, and everything that the amulet does for you required the Weapon Finesse feat, but that's not the case. Even without Weapon Finesse, he still gets the +2 enhancement bonus on attack and damage rolls with unarmed attacks. So he gets an extra potential +6 damage per round, and every attack gets that +2 bonus on the roll. And then I gave Bucephalus the Red Dragon Helmet and the Cloak of Resistance +1, both of which I took from Ember because we're not using her. They'll make my mount a little tankier, which is what he needs to be since he does keep my main character alive. Plus, we now have a fire-breathing, death-touched horse in our party. So, can't beat that. But now we're going to do some Crusader battles. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them come to me. Play it safe. Alright, another resounding victory. Keeper's Canyon used to be an important relay point for the river traffic between Dresden and Canabris. Now the small but once thriving port town lies in ruins, but its sturdy harbor may still come in handy when the supply ships from Mendev arrive. Alright, I guess we'll take out... Yeah, let's do the level 7. See how we fare. I should have seen what we're up against. Bunch of Minotaurs. Or Minotaurs. Okay, they're going to target my clerics. Honestly, I'm glad that happened. Now we'll have to find a unit to replace. Did I heal the wrong unit? It only has 15 health. I think I healed the wrong unit. Yeah, we can do this all day. For a level 7 fight, that wasn't too bad. I think we level up for that as well, if I'm not mistaken. The Lord of the Minotaurs had the unholy symbol of Robogo the Destroyer around his neck. The Crusaders decided to hand the pieces of this dark relic over to the commander. An Orc Devil Axe +2. Okay. The unholy symbol of Robogo the Destroyer became infamous among the people of Eastern Sarkoris in the wake of the crimes of Humpback Zerga, a bloodthirsty priest. Zerga was born with a body so twisted and broken that the infant's very survival seemed truly miraculous. The diseases and curses afflicting the wretched creature were so strong that no amount of healing magic could undo them. Zerga grew up to become a violent, rancorous man who despised love, friendship, and everything pure and kind. He turned all the hatred he had amassed over the years against the world that had humiliated him and dedicated himself fully to the bloody ways of Gorm. Even his fellow priests considered Zerga to be irredeemably broken and evil, which in turn made him abandon them and turn to Robogug instead. Dreaming of total annihilation, the triumphant revenge for his suffering, Zerga gathered his own band of rascals, driving together out of fear to commit brutal robberies and murder. The government of Sarkoris sent their military squads eastwards to bring Zerga and his cohorts to justice, but the disaster struck when the world would open and their quest was curtailed. Humpback was among the few madmen who were not afraid of the demonic incursion. He even managed to turn the situation to his advantage by cowing some demon worshippers into submission. Zerga made them forget their former masters by demonstrating his unrivaled malevolent strength and pursued his unholy crusade. Even his own allies were not safe from his wrath, and eventually this became his undoing. Humpback Zerga was killed in his sleep by a group of treacherous followers. Legend has it that although they cut his throat precisely at midnight, the sinister brute of a priest continued to spit out profanities and curses till the first light of day. We did level up, so let's see. Inspiration. All units of the army have a +15 bonus to combat morale per level of this feat. Intimidation. All enemy units have a -15 penalty to combat morale per level of this feat. Extensive Infirmary. Infirmary size increases by 5% per level of this feat. And Zealous Student. General gains 10% more experience points and an additional feat at level 20. I mean, this might be worth it. We'll hit level 20 sooner. And once we hit level 20, we make up for picking this here because we get that extra feat later on. So you know what? Yeah. Let's grab that. Okay, leave my archers alone, buddy. Are my damage values appearing on the screen? Alright, that was easy. All the rapacious mercenaries on their high-mettled horses turned out to be foreigners from an unknown distant land. Among the trophies, in the bag of their shrieking leader, the soldiers found an unusual ring. Horrible ring. The ring grants its wearer a +4 morale bonus on saving throws against disease, nausea, and sickened effects. I guess bleed hasn't really come up yet, has it? Sure, we'll do it like this. Look up this way first. And I'm going to send my party down this way. I'm pretty sure there's something down here that my army missed. And again, maybe not. I'm pretty sure that's the same description. No, wait. Oh, we haven't spoken to this guy yet, have we? A skeleton is walking across the wastes. He moves with a pep in his step, humming a tune. The skull bobs and chords to the humming, making the coins inside his head clink rhythmically. Next to him, nightmarish horses of flame and shadow draw a cart loaded with valuable-looking items. Upon seeing you, the skeleton offers a dramatic and hearty wave. Good evening to you there. Or is this what days look like in your world wound? Can't really tell, but no matter. Be it day or night, the skeletal salesman always has the best deals you can find anywhere. He proudly sweeps his bony hand over the goods in his cart. Would you like a gift? Offer it to you from my undead heart, only for a comrade in the afterlife. What is this misfortune you think I'm your comrade in? And what gift are you talking about? You're my comrade in misfortune because of that nasty stuff the clerics throw around, that hurts us but heals mortals. So here you go, my favorite tincture. I use it against rheumatism and aching joints. Potion inflicts serious wounds times 10. That's a very generous gift, thank you. What do you sell? I have the widest choice of merchandise. Right now I've got a fine selection of magic, Kiono, mysterical spell thingies. Everything a wizard could want. By the way, could you advise me what would sell best in these parts now? I have a choice of exotic wares from faraway lands. Then there is the personal protection equipment, a whole arsenal for a hunter. So we can choose what he's going to have in his inventory next time we find him. So we'll just start with the first one. Now, the best-selling goods right now are exotic wares from faraway lands. Noted. Seek me out on the roads with new goods to buy. Alright, tell me about yourself. I'm a simple man. I keep no secrets. You can see right through me. The skeleton laughs as he knocks on his empty ribcage for emphasis. What would you like to know? How did you become who, or what you are? Oh, now that's a story and a half. Listen well, and don't repeat my mistakes, or you won't be able to live with yourself. Get it? Alright, moving on. Once I was just like you, exploring all sorts of ruins and filling my pockets with riches, until I stumbled into a Dracolich's lair. It's one scary beast, let me tell you. A lich and a dragon. Would have eaten me whole had I not suggested a deal. I'd sell off all the blades and armor left by previous adventurers. Surely, he didn't have much use for all that equipment, but he could earn a tidy sum of gold. Surprisingly, he agreed. But that didn't save my life. Instead, he just turned me into a walking pile of bones. What do you know? That was just the beginning of my troubles. For a long time, I wandered the river kingdoms peddling wares, until I met one devious scoundrel. At first glance, he looked decent enough. Decked out in armor, clearly a paladin. He asked me where my master's lair was. Obviously, he wasn't the first to take an interest, but the Dracolich was no slouch. He put an enchantment on me so I couldn't even remember the lair's location. However, this knight turned out to be quite the wizard too. I'm no expert in magic, but basically, he offered to perform a ritual that would reveal the location of my master's lair. Then, he and his pals would kill the Dracolich and give me my freedom, plus half of the horde. Sounds like a sweet deal, huh? So I agreed like a fool. He showed me the contract, and it seemed alright to me. I just signed it right then and there. We conducted the ritual, and the knight found out where my master was hiding, by looking at some astral tracks or whatnot. Long story short, they killed the Dracolich. The knight offered me my half of the treasure as promised, and then, as per the terms of our contract, he demanded payment for the ritual's components, for my freedom. Then there were taxes, excise fees, and fines. Before I knew it, I had to give him all my loot, and so couldn't even cover my debt. And so he offered me a way to repay it by working as before, for his master this time. Thus, I'm still traveling, peddling, and all that, till I earn every last coin that I owe him. And you know what? To pay off that kind of sum, I'm pretty sure I'll have to keep working for him until Grotus brings the end times. Now that's a story, isn't it? Someday I might even write a tragic play about myself. I'll call it Undeath of a Salesman. As for the moral, with a professorial air, the skeleton holds up one white finger. The moral of my story is this. Watch what you sign. That lesson is free. For the rest of what's in this fine cart, you have to pay in gold. But who is your new master? That tell you the knight looked like a paladin. Well, he wasn't anything of the sort. On the contrary, he was servant of Mammon, the archdevil of avarice. The skeleton slightly opens his mouth to reveal a single azure coin among the gold. The coin is stamped with the disdainful visage of a devil. That's the one he sold me to, guts and all, although by then I had no guts, really. Now, at least if somebody asks me where my master's lair is, I can honestly say, Erebus, the third layer of hell, palace of the royal treasurer, entrance by appointment only. You want me to try and free you from this curse? No thanks. Skeleton waves you away with both hands. Been there, done that, only made things worse. I've had enough help. I'll make do. Do you trade with everyone, crusaders and demon worshippers alike? You bet. What do I care about which side of yours is winning anyway? Both are buying my wares. Business is booming. Everybody needs a weapon and a good set of armor. You sell one thing, the next day they bring it back all ragged and full of holes, looking for a replacement. Sure, this war will probably end one day. Maybe the Crusaders will finally patch up that abyssal hole, or maybe this whole region will fall through it. That's when I'll pack up and go elsewhere. Golarion is a big place. I can always find new customers. So I wonder if you can free him if you're a lich, or enslave him. Thank you for your answers. You're very welcome. Talking is easier than dragging a cart. I can wag my tongue all day for free, even though I don't have one. Alright, show me your wares. The skeleton joyfully rattles the coins in his skull. Here, take a look. Pick anything you like. Buy all of it. nothing really stands out to me, so just grab that for now. Let's give it to Nenio. I can sell him this double axe that we don't need. That. Alright, let's get out of here.
I'll go ahead.
We'll go back to camp, we'll rest up, and then my army should be able to go to, or up here, and do some more Crusader battles. I am almost positive that we missed a location to that to the southeast where I just did all those other Crusader battles. It may just be one of those reagent nodes, but still. I'll have to go back that way later on when we boost our perception a little bit further.
Though you are a complicated person, Darren, I do respect you for your healing talent. Anyone who eases another's suffering cannot be entirely hopeless.
You may want to recall the circumstances in which I received my healer's gift. Here's a hint. It wasn't of my own choosing. I would have rather avoided that episode in my life.
Alright, let's see if we can get to the level 4 army first. I have to get to level 5 to get to it. Let's go up to level 5 first anyway. That's okay, let's see. Alright, turn economy is mine. I must have hit a key or something that turned off the damage values when I hit. Or am I just not doing damage? I'm doing damage because I'm killing them. Why am I not seeing my damage values? I have no idea. I don't see Anything in the UI will let me change that. Not a big deal. I can see that I'm winning and they're losing. I guess that's enough. The enemy, which threatened to strike at the rear of the Crusader army, was defeated. The Crusaders can approach Dresden with no need to watch for an attack from the rear. Well, hot dog. Alright, chance of one-shotting that unit. Try to stop that guy from hitting too hard. They're a pretty tough little unit. Good job, shield bearers. They've actually taken out one unit each, well, except for this turn. Started speaking too soon. The Zoltsekorian graveyard was ravaged by a group of flesh-eating ghouls. They mangled the corpses or turned them into walking dead, but the valuable items buried in the graves proved to be of no interest to them. Mission's Ring. The ring grants the wearer a +5 competence bonus on all use magic device skill checks, and increases the save DC against all spells of the illusion school, the wearer casts by 2. Okay, well we just found Nenio a ring. Can we get our army down here? Not quite this turn. Okay, let's go ahead and skip a day. That's pretty cheap. And grab these guys, send them up this way to reinforce our other army. If we take out this level 6 army, we should be ready to go down here and take out the level 7. It'll be the last one left anyway, so. Alright guys, let's go take care of this last army up here. I like quick save before I do this, just in case my army gets wiped out. But I think we'll be okay. Don't you throw rocks at me. Alright, they're going after my clerics. Well, not really an impressive amount of damage, so I'm not actually worried about it. You know what? Screw it. Why even risk it? Well, the scarce possessions of the wild giants may still prove useful to the Crusaders. This time the soldiers found something truly interesting among the piles of rubbish, bones, and primitive tools. A pair of impressive tusks wrapped in a scaled hide. Yeah, in a scaled hide must have been some kind of a relic for these monsters. Ooh, +4. Alright, works for me. Let's start sending these guys back down this way. They can meet up with the other army that's being sent to reinforce them. What was this other thing we grabbed? Churwar's hide and tusks. A Go-Ro, an enormous reptilian beast, had once terrorized the riverside settlements of Sarkoris with its devastating attacks. Locals called it Churwar for its thick ice-covered hide, which no axe or lance could possibly penetrate, and its feral growl could blow a knight off his horse's back. Old, leery, and cunning, the beast satisfies its thirst for blood by destroying anyone who tried to kill it. There was never a shortage of such brave yet foolish souls. While the small tribe of mountain giants worshipped the giant Go-Ro, the Sarkorian tribes considered Churwar a grim threat, encouraging the best of their warriors to try and defeat it in a feat of strength, which would be remembered for ages to come. Despite those heroes' valiant efforts, Churwar managed to outlive its enemies. Sarkoris fell to the demonic onslaught. The creature's triumph did not last long, however. The opening of the World Wound had changed the local landscape forever, draining many rivers dry and wrecking the Go-Ro's lair. Finally, demons tracked down the legendary beast and brutally slew it. Okay. Well, I think that's a good place to call it. Next episode, I swear that I missed something down here. I might try changing Land's perception off camera and seeing if we can't find it. I swear there's something down here. I could be mistaken. At the very least, I can reload if there is nothing down there. And then the next episode will go to the ruins of Ashbury Hamlet, which I'm trying to put off because this place sucks. The ruins of Ashbury Hamlet is the reason I failed my last Aslanti run on normal, not even on core, so I am dreading that. By the way, for now, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.